Welcome back to another gadget report. Let's talk gadgets, and today we are going to talk about simulators and simulator gadgets. So we know that simulators are a huge part of aviation. They are a huge part of pilot training. But today we are going to talk about new technology used by KLM, one of my favorite, to implement some training and help with the training of healthcare professionals in a in-flight environment. So this is a very good thing because it will help these professionals to have a better understanding of an in-flight environment. So come with me, let's talk gadgets. So we know that in aviation, simulators play a pivotal role. Pilots, for decades, pilots have used these simulators to train in real life situations that they may encounter, and that's how they actually learn how to deal with these situations. Everyone, if you are an aviation lover like myself, you surely know how these simulators look. Most of them look like cockpit, and for each model of plane there is a flight simulator that obviously has all the characteristics of that particular aircraft, and then you can insert the data for a specific situation on that simulator, and then the simulator will actually have the behavior of what a aircraft would in that particular situation. For example, the simulators are usually used to recreate situations that led to a crash, and sometimes that's how the investigators can see exactly what may have happened on, or how would aircraft behave, and sometimes that's how they find out, for example, little glitches in the system, things that may have led to an air crash that obviously need to be addressed and changed. So it is a very important part of aviation and pilot training and training overall. Now, KLM has partnered, so it has announced a very, very special collaboration with Technology Expert Panel of Digital United Training Concepts Healthcare. It's a long name, I'm going to repeat. Technology Expert Panel of Digital United Training Concepts Healthcare, or Dutch, very convenient, Dutch, to its simulator at Schiphol East. So, this program that count with the collaboration of the National Growth Fund. I'm reading my notes, that's why I'm looking that way. And it's focusing in innovating the training for healthcare professionals. This time, it's not pilots or, for example, flight attendants, etc., is for healthcare professionals. This also involves the collaboration of hospitals, education institutions, businesses, etc. We all know that simulation is a huge part of training, not just for aviation, but for many other professions. And healthcare is one of them. We know that when doctors and nurses are finishing their training, they simulate. They have models of a human body that they use to recreate what would be, for example, an operation and certain situations that may happen in real life, because of course they're not going to put a person and open up the person or do all of those things to a human being, because of course it would be impractical and would be very, 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 very cruel. So they use models, they use simulators. The same with aviation and many other industries resort to simulators to recreate situations that may happen in real life and prepare them for that event in case it happens. So this is something that is very important. Providing these professionals with access to simulators where they can train in realistic environments and with realistic scenarios enables them to have a better overview of what the real situation could be and how to respond in real life. This is very important because each environment is very different and it has different ways of dealing with the situation. If you are, for example, in a road crash, there might be factors with the road crash that you need to attend to. If you are on a train situation, there will be a totally different environment, even though you might see similar injuries, etc., but there's different things that are specific to the environment where it happens. And aviation is no different. You have a cabin, there's always, for example, if there's a crash, there's always the danger of fire, depending on how the fuel tanks were. If the aircraft still has a lot of fuel in the tanks, there is a severe danger of fire because the fuel can ignite, and other all sorts of other factors. So if these health professionals have the opportunity of training in an environment that it's really like what they would encounter in a real situation, that prepares them better for that particular situation. So I think it is a very good thing that KLM has come up. I hope other airlines embrace this as well. Simulators have been used to train pilots for years, we know that. Now we can use them to train other professionals on how to respond to situations in flight. So, because there's not just the aviation personnel that work within aviation, you have all sorts of other professionals that may be involved with aviation should something happen. And healthcare professionals are one of those professionals. If there is a crash, if there is an incident, if someone has a medical emergency in flight and the aircraft needs to do an emergency landing for that person to be attended to, the healthcare professionals that are attending to that event need to know exactly what to do and need to be prepared for what they may encounter. I believe even for the cabin crew, they need to be prepared if someone, for example, if a passenger has a heart attack or any other event, the crew is usually prepared to give them assistance before a real healthcare professional can attend and help them. Sometimes, and we know examples of this, if there is, for example, a doctor or a nurse on board, usually they can help, and sometimes it happens in very severe situations, but the crew themselves are trained to attend and deal with the situation until a healthcare professional is able to come on board and help that passenger. So if we have more simulators with this sort of situation, I think it is a very good outcome for everyone, because if we have people that are better trained and have a better understanding of how things work, we have better outcomes overall. So I'm very happy to announce this. I hope other airlines would embrace something like this, because it's good. I always think that training is the key to better outcomes. If people are trained to all possible scenarios in all professions, if we are trained to all possible scenarios and everything that we may encounter, if we do encounter that situation, we are already prepared to face it and deal with it. And that, I think, sometimes is the key between failure and success, because if you are trained, if you know how you should act, what you should do in a particular situation, you have better chances of getting out of that situation with a positive outcome, rather than if you know nothing about it and you just, like we used to say, you just thrown to the lions. So, and if we are talking in aviation, getting thrown to the lions is always not a good option at all, because we know what's at stake here. So, congratulations to KLM for another good initiative. I leave the link below for the press release from KLM, so you can read everything about it. I'm very happy to announce this, and I am very happy that they actually thought about it. Today, I hope you like this gadget report. I hope you like this news. Obviously, if you are in the Netherlands, you would be happy, because that's a good thing. If you work in healthcare and aviation, of course, this is good news. If you are an aviation lover, of course, this is good news. But if you have any suggestion of any other topic that you would like me to talk about, please suggest, leave a comment below. I'll be very happy to answer you and take it on board. If you work in any of these situations, if you are in the Netherlands, and if you are a healthcare professional that have been enjoying training in these simulators, let us know. How is it? How is the experience, and what do you think about this program? I'm pretty sure everyone would be happy about it. Let us know. And of course, put a like on the video and subscribe the channel with a little click on the bell, so you get a notification of a new gadget report every week. Before I go, I would like to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next week. Have a good one. Bye!